my opinion on iPhone 11 Pro Max, 12 Pro. Size is obvious. The Pro Max is definitely bigger. To your right, that's 11 Pro Max, and this is the 12 Pro. You can see like Apple is really saving from the charger. How thin the box is on this one. They put nothing in it but just one cable, and there's no wall plug. Those are the actual phones. Let me put it this way. The thickness of the phone. The iPhone 11 right here is thinner than iPhone 12. I like the feel of the 11 much better. This phone is very smooth at the edges and everything. I don't know if you use it with a case. The only problem I have with way easier to drop off. Like you can just, it'll just come off your hand like nothing. So I use this tiny case and just slides in. This kind of like rubberish case. You know, it's nothing fancy, nothing. I just bought it for 10 bucks. And it really helped me not to drop my phone. So this is what you're stuck with the 11. That's the only annoying part. Otherwise, the phone feels super great. This is like a better feel than 12, no doubt. As far as 12 goes, the frame around it is obviously stainless steel, which on 11 Pro Max is stainless steel also. If you can see, let me see how shiny that is. See that? Steel frame. But then the corners are round. Not unlike this sharp corners on this one. It's definitely easier to handle. So this is a little smaller. I always felt like I was carrying a brick with this one. It was always tougher to carry this one in my pocket. If you're switching from 10, XS, 8, 7, anything below 11, you're coming back up, do not upgrade to 12. 11 Pro is a great phone. I have really mixed feelings about letting this phone go, but I'm gonna let it go. I don't need no this many phones. I got like 4 phones now, so this is one of the ones that I'm gonna let go. I'm gonna go ahead and put them on the top of each other. From Pro Max. So this is at the left top corner. That's the difference you're getting between a 12 Pro and a 11 Pro Max. That's the difference. That's the size difference right there. Screens are each other. And if you look at it from the top, alright, these are side to side. The one on the right is 11 Pro Max, the one on the left is 12 Pro. There's no need to measure because you can go and get the measurements. I'm not going to get into inches and quarters. 11 Pro Max feels much better in your hand than 12. Has sharper corners right here. The frame, everything. But the phone, you can hold it better. So it's kind of like a trade. Feels better, you can hold it better. So that means I'm going to get rid of this. I'm not going to need a case for 12 because I can hold it better. It doesn't slip. This one, it'll get away from your hand like nothing. It's like freaking soap. You won't be able to hold that phone. So, but like I said, if you're coming from 6, 6S, 7, any kind of phone that's under 10, including 10, just don't go up to 12. You can just do fine with 11. I'm just saying, unless you need like really 5G speeds, you do not need to upgrade. I'm having mixed feelings letting that 11 Pro Max go. Let's see if you can see the ports on the phone. These are the ports. You can see the speakers. Lightning port where you charge the phones. I don't see a big difference. The speakers are even the same. I'm not belittling 12, but I'm just telling you that the difference is insignificant other than the speed of the network. So if you're going for a phone, just check the price, go with your budget. If you can afford a 12, yeah, buy it. I don't care. But if you're on a budget, you're definitely gonna get a deal on a 11 Pro. I'm not saying 11. I'm talking about 11 Pro and 11 Pro Max, because there's a big difference between those two. If you're a photographer or you want to use your camera a lot and all that. So there's the thickness between the two. I am almost positive that 11 Pro Max is thinner, or gives you that feeling. It's an illusion of eye, I guess, but the feeling is like that too when you pick it up. And the phone feels better because there are no corners, so there's nothing sharp. So it's very smooth in your hand, but then it slips out of nowhere. Like there's no way to handle that phone without a case. By the time you put this case on it, look how thick that gets. See, like it's thicker than the other phone. I will not be using a case with this. I use the case with 11 Pro Max because I cannot handle it. I mean, I dropped it twice, I replaced it twice, so it's time to let it go. The one on the left is 11 Pro Max, right side is the 12 Pro. I don't see a difference between the cameras. I said three camera set. The only thing is the scanner right here, so you can get the depth. See that? It gives you more depth on the photos. But the camera system is the same. They are nowhere near flush. You know that already. Like if you were to flip this phone and put it on, you're gonna hit the edge of the camera on the ground. So it's best if you can find like a clear cover or something if you don't want to scratch your camera lenses, which would be terrible. There you go. Ignore the bright spots on the screen, but that shows you the cameras, how sticking up they are. You cannot put this phone face up on a table without putting the cameras on the table, or any other surface for that matter. You have to have some kind of casing that flushes this so the cameras don't touch the ground. So if you flush this area with a case, you know, kind of like even it out with the height of the case, that would be, look at that. That's the case I had for the 11 Pro Max. And that would get me, I would put it like that, the phone in it. Let me show you. There it is. See this simple case? Now I can flip this, put it like that, and my cameras are not hitting the surface right now. But if you don't have a case, you don't want to hit any surfaces with these lenses, no doubt. I don't want to put a case on. I carried it enough, like a year or so. I'm just gonna use this 12 with no case, no cover, nothing. Yeah, it's a risk I'm taking, but the phone I can handle better because of the corners. The newer phones are, the case and the design allows me to hold it in my hand much better, like much easier to handle this phone. So that's our case. Anyways, if you guys have any questions, please let me know. I'm gonna answer anything you may have as best as I can. Go ahead and put it on the comments. I got this 11. I know everything back of my hand. I used it for so long. I can answer any of your technical questions with that, or size questions, or any opinions. Obviously, the phone, you may like this better, you may like that better. I'm not gonna get into that. What I'm telling you is I feel better carrying this one, and the phone feels okay holding in the hand. The smoothness is much better on the iPhone 11 Pro and Pro Max. So it's because there are no corners. Much smoother, but then you can hold it without a case. So it's a kind of like a trade. Alright guys, like I said, comment under. What do you all think about it? I don't know how you like it. Do you use a case with your 12? Or do you just put a screen protector and just like use it as is? Or which one do you like most? Or are you looking to upgrade from like 6, 7, 8? What are you coming from? Or 10? You may have an XS. See if it's worth upgrading. Alright, I'm open to any questions.